Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Get your fat anus out! Get out!
Sorry, we're just trying to kick Jeffy out of the studio. He wanted to start the show.
He was loitering, right?
He, lurking and loitering and parading, almost parading in the studio. And we just had enough of it.
Inviting him.
Get out!
Yeah, okay.
All right,
And close the other door. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to have to wait till 6:30 and chewing the fat before he can be in here.
Hold on. Have you and I been wearing the same colors all week?
I don't know, have we? This
Yes.
isn't exactly the same. Yours is sort of a...
I got it, but it's close enough. We're both wearing blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday, I noticed that Stu and I, on the news and why it matters, were both wearing gray, dark gray, like a charcoal gray kind of thing. And now you and I have been matching all week. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Kayla just confirmed in my ear there that, what were we wearing? Anyway, I guess we were wearing similar colors.
All right.
Oh, she says we often wear the same colors.
Really?
Well, that's silly.
That's because we call each other at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh.
What are you wearing today?
Oh, let me tell you. Pat answers his phone. He answers his texts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He. Do you even have your?
You haven't tried to text me for a while. I have that phone with me at all times now.
Is impressive.
Look at that. It's right by my side.
I've been trained to never text you now.
Yeah, I have to have it all the time.
Do
now.
you have your email on your phone now? Okay.
No, it can't.
Don't be ridiculous.
It won't
Keith.
accept my password on my phone. It's irritating.
Oh, that is
Frustrating
annoying.
and irritating. Yeah, really annoying. All right, so Jeffy is here. We actually asked him to start the show, and he's like, "Well, if you would have asked me sooner,
I'm not ready."
All right, well then get out.
I don't understand.
I don't want to see your fat face in here.
How do you? Okay, how does Jeffy get ready? Like, what does that entail?
I don't know. He's got nothing to offer.
I sent you a text. Did you get it?
You sent me a text?
Yeah. See if it came through there.
Let me
Let's
see.
If it made its way.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. What does it say?
Jeffy is fat.
All right, so it's working.
It worked. All right. Well, there you go. Okay. 888-900-3393 is the number to call, just in case you want to get in touch with us today. And we were stalling because all of our videos, all our videos were held up, but now they're fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. That happens about 8 times a week. We don't have any videos today. Oh, okay. Well, why would we have videos?
Look, what do you want first? The Commodore 64 replaced or the door fixed?
I'd like the Commodore 64.
Yeah, okay.
First.
So then we know the order of priorities here.
Because the door's only been a situation for, 2 years? The Commodore 64 has been there since 1982.
There you go.
So, all right. Yesterday in the U.S. Senate, Mitch McConnell explained why Democrats are pressuring Senator Dianne Feinstein to either step aside or let someone else sit on her seat in the Judiciary Committee. Is it really a mystery? All right, here's his explanation.
Some of the same far-left voices who've attacked Senator Feinstein in the past are now suggesting that the Senate move her off the Judiciary Committee indefinitely.
That's right.
Indefinitely.
Well, yeah. Hello.
The stated reason? The supposed emergency?
How about dementia?
Is that Senate Democrats are unable to push through the small fraction of their nominees who are so extreme, and so unqualified that they cannot win a single Republican vote in committee.
That's right. Yes.
So let me say it again.
Say it, Mitch.
The far left wants the full Senate to move a senator off a committee so they can ram through a small sliver of their nominees who are especially extreme or especially unqualified.
So that's interesting because yesterday we were talking about how, man, the margin's so thin there in the Senate that no wonder they need Feinstein back there.
Yeah.
Well,
they're trying to get somebody to replace her.
Well, yeah, but he's even focusing even more there on the committees with the radical judges that are getting stalled because they can't get them out of committee if she won't show up.
Right. So they want to replace her so that some other radical can vote in her place. And I think that's what he's trying to avoid, right? I mean, he's not saying Dianne Feinstein shouldn't be removed. I don't think.
Well, he's just trying to.
He's just trying to keep the Democrats from voting their extremist judges.
And one way to do that is by telling Senator Feinstein to stay home and keep working on them shingles.
Right.
So actually, it helps. It helps the cause.
It does
if she stays home.
Right. Because when she's replaced, obviously you're going to have another extreme Democrat. So that's why he wants her to stay home. So.
And he's back. I mean, congratulations. He made it back.
Congratulations. Yeah, I was reading that he had brain damage or something.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. He sounds the same as ever right there.
I mean, if a turtle has brain damage, like, can you even tell? Because they're so stupid.
Well, I think they keep their head in their shell longer. But he poked his out, so
I'm lucky.
I think he's okay.
All right.
Also, KJP responded to McConnell on behalf of the White House, which is always fun.
As it relates to, I'm not going to speak to every senator or every elected official that makes a comment. But look, what we believe, when you think about what Democrats are doing or what their request is. This is a request that is, we think that is reasonable. This is something that Senator Feinstein asked for. This is her request. And it is flat wrong to ask to seek partisan advantage from health issues of a colleague.
Okay. And now it's political from McConnell for bringing that up. She cannot pull her eyes off the book for more than a nanosecond.
No.
Or she's gone. She's lost, man.
She has no idea what she's going to say.
And wait for this next clip, because...
Oh, really? She had a good day yesterday?
Good day.
All right.
She's trying to quote something that Biden often says, I guess.
Like, don't jump?
So I guess Biden quotes his dad. She tries to quote Biden quoting his dad, and it doesn't work out well at all.
So you've heard the president share his father saying, "Don't tell me what you value. Show me your budget, and I will, and that will show us, you, the American people, what you value." And you hear the president say that over and over again. You've heard me say that,
and just as well as you just did
from time to time here at the podium.
So what happened again? She got bold, and she's a risk taker, and she took her eyes heavily shadowed eyes off the book. Game over, KJP.
You can't not look at the great big book of everything because it's got all your answers there.
They're all there. Don't try to don't get bold. Don't start thinking,
don't ad lib. For the love of heaven, don't ad lib.
Yeah,
you can't.
Don't think you got it, because you ain't.
And this is fun. Speaking of the president, the Blaze put together a montage of a lot of the times. I don't think this is anywhere near all the times.
I know for a fact it's not, because I got to thinking. Remember when he would swear people into the Senate?
Yeah.
And there's a camera guy who was up on a deal, and he'd say, "Okay, I'll smile up there. Don't jump." So those aren't even in here, and that's endless. If you ever watch him swearing in, because I have sat there. Remember when he was running for president? And this is one of the things that got me in trouble with the old Twitter. Is without comment, I posted just him. Oh gosh, it's a montage from C-SPAN of him touching little girls and women inappropriately. And so many of those times when the family would be there, he would point up there. So this doesn't even include those.
Jeez.
He is.
So here's an example of all the times. Well, many of the times he said, "Don't jump."
Don't jump.
Here we go.
Don't jump. Don't jump.
Why? I don't get it. Why?
Don't jump.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the President of the United States.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Don't jump. You guys are used to jumping. Don't jump. And Laurie, thank you as well for being here. You have beautiful daughters. They're great kids. And I want to thank all of you, the cancer patients, survivors, caregivers, and don't jump from up there, okay? and for all the leaders of science and medicine for being here today.
And wheelchair basketball player Matt Scott.
Oh no, don't do it.
Here we go. Don't jump.
To present a special gift to the president from our team.
So weird.
What's up, world champs? He whispers this one.
Don't jump. Well, that is pretty cool.
Let's don't jump. No. It sounds like let's don't jump.
Yeah. Let's don't jump. Let's don't jump.
Hey, man.
Don't jump.
Don't jump. You look crazy enough to jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Look. And we're coming.
The worst.
And we're coming to make sure that $35 a month is for everybody.
Hey, Joe! You finally got out of the basement! Hey, Joe, who paid for those pizzas? Hey, Joe, who paid somebody gave us steak? That's right, Joe!
Don't jump! Don't jump! Don't jump!
Working now, Joe!
Pause it for a sec. And on that one, the guy's not even above him, right? He's on the street level, I think.
No, that guy's
just screaming at him.
No, I think he's up, maybe, but
is he up somewhere?
Yeah, I think he was like a floor up across the street. But the point on that one was everybody's wearing a mask outdoors.
Yeah,
it's
stupid.
just oh god.
And there's more don't jumps. Don't jump. There it is again.
We have 2 urban farms actually in our
double
building.
mask.
We have Mary, who's in the garage, and then we have Cultivate the City,
both of them.
which is an awesome rooftop garden. They exist on our rooftop. But you can't,
He loves it when somebody's up at a higher elevation.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
I see him.
Yeah. And then we also have solar.
Jump. We need you.
He's like blah blah blah. I know you're talking.
Welcome back to our
Yeah,
town
I got a
hall with
line to
Joe Biden.
use.
We're going to get a question now from Cedric Humphrey. He's a student from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
And it almost never
Progressive
works.
Don't jump, Cedric. You look like you're way up there.
I'll be okay.
Standing behind me are dozens of plaintiffs.
Don't
Up
jump.
there, don't jump.
Yeah. Really
I want all
hysterical.
of you to know, especially the young people
Okay.
in the audience today.
Don't jump.
And don't jump, okay? Oh, I didn't see it all the way up there.
Don't jump.
Oh, wow, I didn't see you all up there. Holy mackerel. Don't jump. Don't.
It worked here for some reason.
And I didn't even see all of it. I didn't see the bleachers up there.
Dumb
Hey,
audience.
everybody.
He didn't see it a lot of times.
What
He
a dumb audience.
doesn't see it. And then
Don't jump.
Don't jump.
Don't jump.
Okay, they're at your level, bro.
But before I gobble up too much time,
It was a turkey.
I didn't mean to get started, man. Don't start on it. And by the way, that's my grandson, Bo, up there, and my granddaughter.
My sister.
Don't let him jump. Any rate, you know, we got to get on with this. That's because we're so diverse. That's America. Be proud of it.
Don't jump.
Thank you.
Don't jump.
And don't jump.
How'd you know he was going to say that?
Just a wild guess.
How'd
Just
you
a
know?
lucky, wild, lucky guess. 26 times is what I counted.
Yeah.
26 times. Don't jump. About 90% of the time, nobody gets it. It's like, what? Why are you insinuating that we were about to commit suicide? That's not funny, man.
Well-
That's not funny.
Oh gosh, because he.
Man.
Okay, I can't with this.
I
guy.
know.
It's
so bad. It's so bad. And
despise him.
inexplicable. You just can't even, you can't get your head around the weird, stupid, moronical things he does.
I know I'm your president, but don't jump.
With that reminder, I might jump. I might.
Right.
Let me tell you about Moink. That's Moo plus Oink. And Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon. Straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did. And as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family does it better. The Moink difference is a difference you can taste. It's absolutely delicious. You can choose meat delivered in every box: ribeyes, chicken breasts, pork chops, salmon fillets, lots more. Plus, you can cancel anytime. You're not locked in for 2 years or whatever. I absolutely love it. The best bacon on earth, really delicious steaks and salmon. The salmon is really delicious. Plus, that you keep American farming going by signing up at moink.com/unleashed right now. And listeners to this show get free bacon in your first box. It's the best bacon you'll ever taste. Again, but for a limited time. That's MOINK, moinkbox.com. That's moinkbox.com/unleashed.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
So many great minds and great thinkers in the Biden administration.
Oh, you said it.
You can't even count them all, really. Here's Biden's education secretary, Miguel Cardona, who 3 times yesterday refused to explain what a woman is, because how could you? Is he a biologist? No.
So can you please tell me, or can you please define for me, what is a woman?
Yeah, Title IX.
Our focus at the department is to provide equal access to students, including students who are LGBTQ, access free from discrimination.
Okay, is that so? What's the definition of a woman? You haven't given me that. You haven't answered my question.
I think that's almost secondary to the important role that I have as Secretary of Education.
My question is not secondary. My question is very simple. What does HHS say the definition of a woman is?
I lead the Department of Education, and my job is to make sure that all students have access to public education, which includes co-curricular activities. And I think you highlighted pretty well the importance of Title IX and giving students equal access, whether it's scholarship and facilities.
Okay, so you're not going to answer my question.
Well. No, he's not. No. He's not going to answer your question because it's too difficult. My gosh.
Qualified.
I mean, is this insanity?
It's exhausting. Honestly.
It is. I mean, and it's inconceivable that they would keep doing this. Really? You can't tell us. You've got Title IX, which was supposed to protect women, right? Mm-hmm. It was supposed to make sure that women were not discriminated against, especially in sporting events. And they had to do away with multiple men's programs so that they could bring in women's programs. That's why at schools like BYU, there's no men's soccer team, at least at the NCAA level. They have a really good intramural team or club team that wins national championships, by the way. Mm-hmm. But they only have women's soccer. That's because there were too many men's sports, and so they had to slice some of those out of the equation. And they've got to do that all over the country in schools all over, and that's why many programs don't have, like you look at a school that you think should have lacrosse or hockey or soccer, and they don't. That's so that they could make room for women's sports. And now they can't even define what a woman is. So how do they know how to protect her?
It's just
they can't.
Bizarro world, man.
They can't. Senator Josh Hawley eviscerated Secretary Mayorkas yesterday, who spent his time aggravating Congress.
I tell you,
again,
it's so pointless for him to show any of these cabinet members. Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, I understand that
Mayorkas might be the worst of them all, though.
He is, and he and Josh Hawley do not care for each other at all.
Here's what happened.
What we do is we enforce the law. But let me just say this.
But you're not.
It is stunning to me, stunning to hear you say that the prior administration reunited children with their parents.
Oh, I see. So this is their fault?
When in fact,
you're not going to take any responsibility for the indentured servitude and exploitation of children that is happening on your watch. A moment ago, you were crowing about the fact that you treated children so well, and yet we find tens of thousands of children who are forced to work as slaves because of your policies, and you turn around and blame a prior administration. Mr. Secretary, this is par for the course for you. You do it every time you appear before this committee. You do it every time you appear before Congress. I, for one, am sick and tired of it, and thousands of children are in physical danger. Danger because of what you are doing. You should have resigned long ago. And if you cannot change course, you should be removed from office. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Let's do it.
Nice. Wow. Over on the House side, Representative Dina Titus of Nevada tried to downplay terror threats coming across the border. How many times have we heard lately that there are, other than Mexicans, that's what they used to call it, I don't know if they still do, but people who are coming from terrorist nations sneaking across our border? Many times from known terrorist countries. And in fact, known terrorists have been caught coming across the border. And this is something they used to say didn't happen. Nah, there's no terrorists coming across the border. Shut up. Oh,
now it's just an acceptable amount.
Yeah. Oh, there's not that many. Okay, there's a few hundred.
And that's
every
exactly
year.
what this clip is all about.
Okay, let's check this out.
Well, along those same lines, Mr. Sales, you quote a Washington Examiner article that warns about 98 individuals who are on the terrorist watch list were apprehended after crossing the southern
that's
border.
Not bad.
So do you think this is a threat to the homeland, or would you acknowledge what percentage of the people that we've encountered along the border are represented by this 98?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the question, Congresswoman. Just to be clear, the source that I cited for those numbers was not a newspaper, but rather U.S. Customs and Border Protection. I do think that the dramatic spike we've seen from 0 KSTs encountered several years ago to 98 last year and 69 so far this year is troubling. I think terrorists are aware of gaps in our border security, and they will certainly try to exploit those gaps.
I would give you the number since you didn't answer my question. It's 0.0044%.
Oh, go to hell.
0.0044%.
You suck, you old
And these
bag.
individuals were apprehended, isn't that correct?
That is correct, Congresswoman, but I think, remember, it was just 19 hijackers who were able to pull off the 9/11 attack.
That's where I was going to go.
Those weren't apprehended, and that's not relevant to what we're talking about now. We're talking
Of
about
course it's
today
relevant,
across
you
the southern
dummy.
border, the percentage, and those were the ones
man.
who were apprehended. So let's don't spread misinformation claiming that this big wave is waltzing across our border to attack like 9/11. Is that what you're trying to say? We're going to have another 9/11?
you don't
Is that
know.
what you're saying?
Well, Congresswoman, I think the American people would generally agree with me that if almost 100 known...
Well, we can say one person can blow up a building. So, I think that's stretching the point of what we're doing here.
Man.
I think we can say that our border agents are working pretty effectively if they have captured 98 that you're talking about. That's such a small percent that we are doing a pretty good job of stopping these outside people coming in to threaten our national security. Would you not concede that?
Well, to continue my thought, Congresswoman, I think I believe, and I believe that the American people would agree, that if nearly 100 known or suspected terrorists are able to come into the United States...
But they weren't. They were apprehended.
Mr. Chairman, may I finish that sentence?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead. If 98 known or suspected terrorists are able to enter the United States, that would be of concern, and it would raise this further question: how many others are getting in that we were not able to catch and that we don't know about?
Yes!
I tell you.
Yes! That's the relevant point.
This Democrat mindset.
God, it's unbelievable. Yeah, we caught 98. We have no idea how many we didn't catch. We don't know. How do you know?
Why is national security?
My gosh.
Why is covering our bases?
Wow.
Why is that such a threat to the Democrat Party and many Republicans too? Why is protecting our borders such a bad thing? That's their starting place.
It is.
I don't understand this mindset whatsoever. And she's acting like, the hijackers, that's irrelevant. I don't know if these food processing plants are being blown up by terrorists
Who knows,
or natural causes. I don't know.
Right.
But it sure is suspicious. I don't know if these trains are derailing because of terrorists or because of just some loose tie on the track.
Wildfires?
But, right. I don't know
Who
if parking garages are collapsing in New York City a day after Chinese nationals get busted for their little... I don't know, but you know what? Can we just be secure at our borders and then maybe this stuff, maybe, it won't happen. I don't know. It won't hurt to lock down our borders. It's insanity. These people are sick.
Oh, they are.
They hate this country, man.
Yes. That's exactly right.
And now, isn't it true that if we caught 98, that's pretty good then, isn't it?
I have never heard of...
I don't know, Puddin'. I don't know.
Congresswoman Titus. But my gosh, you're on my radar now, you old bat. She sucks.
She does. Yeah.
Oh.
No question about that. Jeez.
Frustrating as hell. How do you exist in a country with these people?
I don't know. That's why people keep talking about the national divorce. Because it seems to be the only alternative to how we don't absolutely lose our minds on each other.
I know.
How do we avoid civil war?
I know, man.
Oof, man. Speaking of buildings under threat, yesterday in New York City, there was a parking garage collapse. Here's what happened.
Look at this. This is the aftermath. Look at that. I mean, the car's just collapsed in. And
wow.
They're climbing up. You see them? They're searching.
One person is dead, 5 are injured.
Oh, no, really?
Now, we have not heard how this happened.
I don't think anyone died.
Well, you're wrong, unfortunately. Do we have the play the clip inside? The dash cam caught this. Somebody's car was. So, okay, look at this. So those are cars, coming down.
Jeez.
We don't know what caused that yet. We have no idea.
Wow.
It's speculation at this point. So we're waiting to hear from authorities today, hopefully, and get some more information. But terrible.
Yeah, that's really something. Now, could that have been terrorism? I suppose it could. We don't know that for a fact. It might just be poor construction. I don't know.
Yeah.
You rarely see a parking garage collapse, though.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw that.
I want to say this very clearly. It's unconfirmed reports of an explosion before. We don't know that. We're waiting to hear. And I'm sure the authorities will be completely honest with us when they do tell us later today.
Of course they will.
What caused that parking garage collapse.
That's the thing about our government. You can always trust what they say.
You know it.
Especially the Biden administration.
Yeah.
Because they're so honest. They only lie every day. So it's not, and it's all day, every day. So anytime their lips are moving, they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine. This is kind of fun, too. A dead 660-pound NASA satellite, Reuven Ramadi High Energy Solar Spectroscopic Imager, is expected to hit Earth sometime today.
You said this is kind of fun.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Kind of fun?
Well, because there's only a 1 in 2,467 chance that it's going to fall on somebody's head. So
wait, 1 in 2,467?
Yeah, 2,467. I was thinking, all right, it's going to be 1 in a million, 1 in a billion.
Time out.
Nope, 1 in 2,467.
Let it be me. I volunteer as tribute. Where do I go stand? Just tell me where to stand.
They don't know, which is great. So, yeah, you're just going to have to let it randomly happen to you.
No, I want a heads up, and I want to know. Just tell me where to stand. Oh, gosh. So that's cool. Whose is this?
Yeah, NASA's.
NASA?
Yeah, this is NASA's.
Right.
Yeah.
Your government, your tax dollars at work.
Right. The satellite launched with an Orbital Sciences Corporation Pegasus XL rocket, a 3-stage solid propellant rocket, and was part of NASA's Small Explorers mission. So it was clear back in 2002, though. So it's been up there 21 years. It's time for it to come down on somebody's house.
Does insurance cover that?
I'm not sure. If
that's not an act of God.
Right. No,
it's not a natural disaster.
No. It's not.
You shouldn't have parked your house here under this satellite. That's on you.
How stupid can you be to put your house right where a satellite could fall on it?
That's on you.
And that's what insurance will tell you, too. I'm sure. All right. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. All right, look at this. It is time to chew the fat with Jeffy. Yeah. So good. Just a little bit off, but very close.
I love that primate.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm ready to catch a smoke. I'll tell you that.
Good night. I swear it's getting longer.
Beautiful. I mean, that's lovely.
That is.
Wow.
Here we are, chewing the fat with Jeffy.
That is tough
Mm-hmm.
to deal with.
Don't jump.
So stupid.
So bad.
So stupid.
That guy.
I can't comprehend it. I can't.
That guy. My favorite is where he's with the wheelchair basketball team.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Don't jump.
Don't jump.
Bro. What are you doing?
So bad.
Oh, I wasn't talking to them. Okay. Hey, today is Bicycle Day. Excited about it, too, baby.
It's Bicycle Day?
Bicycle Day, the first recorded LSD trip by Albert Hoffman, April 19th, 1943. So we celebrate it annually through the use of LSD. So ready to drop acid today, Pat, and celebrate Bicycle Day.
How would that differ from any other day for you?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow's 420. So.
And what does that mean, 420? Why? Smoke a bowl? Why?
It's pot day.
What is the 420 thing?
Oh, my.
I think that's been explained before, but I don't remember.
Just smoke pot and don't worry about it.
All right. Okay.
It's 420. It means you get to smoke pot.
Okay. All right.
Ramadan ends Friday. Sundown on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Earth Day Saturday. Man, it's a party this week. Yeah, it's a party.
Earth Day is Saturday.
Earth Day is Saturday. You'll be able to
Darn
celebrate.
It. Wish it was during the week.
Why?
So we'd celebrate
Oh,
here
we can celebrate on
the air.
Oh,
We'll have to
yeah.
do it Friday. Friday will be our Earth Day. Because you know how we worship Gaia.
Right.
You know that. I mean, so we've got to get that in.
And Lamar
Jackson.
cleared Damar Hamlin.
Oh, Damar.
Oh, Damar,
Hamlin.
not Lamar.
Oh, yeah, Lamar. Well, he hasn't signed a contract yet, and that's a whole new deal with that.
Finally,
What
the
is
Ravens
happening with
decided
that?
they want to keep him, which
Well,
is...
they already decided, and that's misleading as well, that contractual arrangement that was
Is it?
leaked.
Because
Yes.
didn't they offer him a fortune?
Those are being rumored. That
Really?
$200 million is a rumor, but I don't think they're saying that that's what they offered, but it wasn't. It was only about 140, I think, that was guaranteed.
Oh, only $140 million guaranteed.
It might have been. I don't remember. I know
contracts like that.
Thank you.
When they came to me here, 2 years ago with
Really?
$140 million guaranteed, I'm like, don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
Don't you dare disrespect me.
I remember that day
said
well.
To the Mither.
You were walking through here and you were going, so I'm like, why are you spitting? And then you told me.
Disrespected
and I
me.
said, bro, you need to,
$140 million guaranteed.
I said, bro, you need to go back upstairs and sign that right now.
Yeah, no, because the way that was worked out with the bonuses and everything, it's just unacceptable.
Okay.
I can't have
Just
that.
unacceptable.
So Damar Hamlin has been cleared now. His cardiac arrest on January 2nd caused by the old commodio cardius or whatever they call it.
That's what he's saying.
It's commodio cardius. Yeah,
No.
that's right.
Right. It's not what Peter McConnell thinks.
So yesterday, after the Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane announced that Damar has been fully cleared to return to action after last year's cardiac arrest, Damar took to the podium himself. He thanked everyone from top to bottom, medical staff, coaches, entire Bills organization, and then...
This event was life-changing, but it's not the end of my story. So I'm here to announce that I plan on making a comeback to the NFL.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I like his hat, though.
So the diagnosis of pretty much what happened to me was basically commodio cordis. It's a direct blow at a specific point in your heartbeat that causes cardiac arrest. And 5 to 7 seconds later,
it had nothing to do with anything else.
And that's pretty much what everyone's seen January 2nd of this year.
Okay.
Commodio cordis is the leading cause of death in youth athletes across all sports.
Oh, wow.
So that's something that I personally will be taking a step in to make a change.
Sure. What kind of change?
And also, with that being said, all the awareness around CPR and the access to AEDs have been lowering that number as well.
Right. Okay.
Awesome.
My heart is still in it. My heart is still in the game. I love the game. It's something I want to prove to myself, not nobody else. It's just I just want to show people that fear is a choice. That you can keep going in something without having the answers and without knowing what's at the end of the tunnel. Or you might feel anxious, you might feel any type of way, but you just keep putting that right foot in front of the left one, and you keep going. I want to stand for that.
He went on for another 9 or 10 minutes. He went on for another 9 or 10 minutes. I don't know.
Well, what are the odds you're going to get hit at that exact moment again of your heartbeat, Pat?
Right?
Remote.
So
I think
twice?
they're remote. So, but if there's any chance, I'm not sure I'd do it.
I know.
I'm not sure.
His marketing rep, Jordan Rooney of Jaster Athletes, wasn't so nice. He slammed everybody who speculated about other causes.
What do you mean?
Hamlin's cardiac
yeah, because
arrest.
it's so outrageous to think that might be linked
leading
to
cause.
anything else. Shut up.
So, a reporter, Cameron Wolf, tweeted about what happened and what it was, and that he said, I died on national TV of the whole world, and I plan, to save a generation. His marketing rep, the talk about the vaccine and accusations around him hiding things were completely untrue and slanderous.
Oh, bookmark that tweet.
Every medical expert. I love it. I mean, we just don't even think about it.
No,
right?
You're
don't
not
even say
Every
it.
single doctor said commodio cordis. Every one of them.
Don't even think about it.
And how many is that? I'd like to know. 2? 3? There are no doctors, very few anyway, who are brave enough to even broach the subject. So, except for Peter McCullough. Peter McCullough broaches the subject. Very few doctors will even recognize there's a problem. So, I don't want to hear it.
What was McCullough's tweet yesterday? It was something along the lines of, like, this could, based on his assessment, this could absolutely happen again to him.
Jeez, I hope not.
I really hope this doesn't.
Really hope not.
Yep.
Me too. Mm-hmm. That would be kind of a shame. Be a bummer for him.
Yeah. And by the way, completely unrelated, we have Chris Smith, who spent 8 seasons in the NFL. 31 years old, died suddenly. We don't know why yet. So
did he have the comio too? Or
probably comio cordis.
Yeah.
It's the leading cause of death among athletes. I don't know if you know that, but
I do now.
Leading cause, commodio cordis.
Don't you dare
That's
say
why
anything
you've heard
different,
it
okay?
so often over the years. How many times have we heard, another athlete died of commodio cordis? Got hit at just exactly the right
here,
spot.
Comio there. Just stop it.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a world we have created.
It's incredible.
So a Spanish extreme athlete has emerged from a cave after spending 500 days in this cave.
Oh, that
with
puts Aaron Rodgers to
human
shame.
contact. And they're saying probably a world record. Well, Guinness Book hasn't declared it a world record yet. But Beatrice Flamini entered the cave in Grenada. No. Not the island of Spice, Grenada. No, I know. Because at first, when I first saw this story, I thought, oh, no.
You can't read this one.
I can't. I don't want anything to do with it. We freed the Western Hemisphere from communism.
I have questions. About this lady,
Okay.
sir. does she have light in there, or what's the story?
Yeah, no, she was just in the cave. She had books. She went down. It was part of an experiment monitored by scientists. She did deep cave exercising, drawing, and knitting woolly hats.
500 days.
She got through 60 books, 1,000 liters of water, according to her support team. She said that she lost track of time after about 2 months. There was a moment I had to stop counting the days. She said that I was in the cave between 160 and 170 days. One of the toughest moments came when there was an invasion of flies inside the cave, and she was just covered in flies.
Oh.
Yeah.
In a cave. So hold on, 500 days she was in there?
Yes.
So she's missed most of the Biden administration. In hindsight, I wish I had done this. Go ahead.
She said that she had auditory hallucinations. When you're silent, the brain makes it up. And yes, it's way past the darkness retreat of Aaron Rodgers.
4 days, right?
3 or 4 days, yeah. And Audrey Marcus. I mean, those guys went in for a week or more, I think. But that's way past
I think
that.
if you come out and you're like, oh, Biden's still president, you just go back in. Just bring me back out when somebody else is in the
Where's
White
the
House.
flies? That was better than this.
She's in Spain, so.
Right. I got you.
She said that the team expects it to be a world record, but Guinness has not confirmed whether it is because they awarded the longest time survived trapped underground to the 33 Chilean and Bolivian miners who spent 69 days after the mine collapse. Nice. But she went down willingly. And we do have a world record to report on, though. Now, it happened back in December, but now it's official. The world record for the farthest flight by paper airplane has been broken.
They keep breaking this every year.
By 3 aerospace engineers with a paper aircraft that flew a grand total of 289 feet 9 inches. Wow. It's about 88 meters. You didn't know that?
Pat knows.
There's no way to tell.
Nearly the length of an American football field. Wow. After nearly 500 hours of origami folding and studying aerodynamics, the final paper plane design was put to the test last December. The trio, Garrett Jensen, Nathan Erickson, and Dylan Rubble, I don't know if he's in any relation to Barney. Were recent graduates of the
Bam Bam.
I don't know if he's married to Betty. I don't know if he's a cousin. Whatever. I don't know. They were mechanical engineering. They studied aerospace engineering and mechanical engineering at Missouri University of Science and Technology. I love that place.
Yeah,
I love the Missouri University of Science and Technology.
It's a lot like MIT. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, only different.
Almost the same thing.
Except different. Yeah.
The world record was achieved in Indiana.
Not quite as prestigious, but really close. I mean, if you can't get into MIT, the next place you look is the Missouri
University of Science and
Technology. Yeah. Or MUST. Must.
If you can't get into MIT,
you get into must.
So Dylan did it on the third throw. Dylan Rubble did it on the third throw.
Okay. Farthest flight by a paper aircraft.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
All right, let's see it.
Okay.
Here it goes. Come on, Dylan.
You can do it, baby.
You can do it. Oh, look at that little box. Nice.
Oh, he threw it hard, too. I wouldn't have guessed that. And
wow, that thing got up there.
Yeah, it did.
It's still up there. There it comes. Wow.
No doubt. 289 feet.
There it is. Did it land? That white
kind of digging this music.
Yeah.
I want to hear this when I'm on hold.
Dylan Rubble, Barney's son.
Okay, so that
is it his son or his grandson?
No, probably his great grandson.
Okay,
yeah, probably his great grandson.
All right.
So he broke the record for the distance of the flight, but it was in the air for roughly 6 seconds. The Guinness paper plane record for duration of flight is 29.2 seconds.
Oh, really?
On a paper airplane, yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
That was nothing.
That's probably outdoors, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's still longer than the Wright brothers. That's more than twice as long as the Wright brothers, right?
Yeah, their initial flight, yeah. All right. You got to start taking care of your liver now more than ever. Why? Because the latest data from the American Heart Association indicates that adults with fatty liver, Jeffy.
Why are you looking at
a fatty liver?
Fatty, fill in the blank.
How fat is your liver? I mean, I'm guessing it's unbelievable.
My liver is honed.
Is it? Is it athletically overweight though, or is it
everything
honed?
about me is athletically overweight?
Okay. If you have fatty liver though, you're 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. The American Liver Foundation says 100 million Americans have fatty liver. So what do you do about it? Because you get sluggish fatty liver that makes us gain weight, lose energy. Liver Health Formula. It's an all-natural supplement, contains 12 clinically proven botanicals that help recharge and protect your liver. It's manufactured right here in the U.S., and it's approved by American doctors. You can try Liver Health Formula and get a free bottle of nano-powered omega-3 to help keep your heart healthy, too. So try Liver Health Formula by going to getliverhelp.com/Pat. Getliverhelp.com/Pat. Claim your free bonus gift. GetLiverHelp.com/Pat.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Be sure to subscribe to my daily podcast, Chewing the Fat. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you. Subscribe, rate, review, do all the fun stuff. I know you talked about the satellite possibly hitting the Earth. I would like to just go on record as saying, if it hits Keith, I'm good with it.
Are you? Okay. You'd like
no
to see
problem.
It hit him too?
I got no
he
problem
wants it to
with
hit him today?
I got no problem with that hitting Keith.
Let's go.
I mean,
let's go.
Darn the luck.
Let's go.
Wouldn't that be something though? Wouldn't you be sad though if it really did? If it landed on Keith,
would you
and
be
killed
sad?
him dead?
Would you be sad,
wouldn't you be
Jeffy?
sad?
Jeffy, would you be sad?
No.
Oh.
That's cool. I'm fine with it. I'm good. Oh, is that it? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah. So it was decommissioned. It's been floating around dead for like 4 years. They stopped using it in 2018. And it's just been flying around up there, the Ressi, and it's 660 pounds. All of it's not making it to Earth.
Right.
Well,
it's burning up.
Right. It'll burn up in the atmosphere.
So we've got multiple chances, though, right?
That is possible. Yeah, there are multiple chances. Now, according to NASA, there are some 27,000 pieces of space junk floating in orbit. And that's not including the potentially disruptive and destructive debris that remains too small to be tracked. We don't track that. I do find it interesting that on Monday, NASA said, we probably should tell the people that something's going to probably hit the Earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a 660-pound satellite that's about to fall on somebody's head.
We'll go ahead and just tell somebody, because it might hit somebody in the head.
Good job, government.
You might want to look up on Wednesday because it's coming down.
Don't jump.
Don't jump.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And welcome to it. Thanks for being here. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Arch Manning got beaten out for the starting QB job at Texas.
So what?
It's only a freshman. Usually what that means is he transfers. What do you want to bet?
No, he's
before next year, before next season, not this coming one. But before the 2024 season, Arch Manning is playing somewhere else. Quinn
depends
Ewers,
on the NIL money, right? He's already got
he's already got $4 million, and he's number one.
So if a
NIL
university
money
comes to him and says,
"And we'll double that.
Come here and we'll give you $10 million. Bye. I'm in the portal."
Now, you're also discounting the possibility there's an injury. Maybe he takes over the team early on and ends up being a hero. So a lot can happen in a year.
Yeah, it can. But Quinn Ewers is only a sophomore, so if he beat him out this year, he'll probably beat him out again next year.
Logjam.
Yeah.
That's a good problem to have, though.
It is,
especially
for Steve Sarkisian at Texas.
Yeah, especially in this era of transfer portals being available, at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
And so it's good to have options there, man. You never know when you're going to lose somebody.
I mean, they got the number one recruit in the country 2 straight years.
Yeah.
And they still suck.
And they still suck. That's the amazing part of this. What were they last year? Were they 8-4 or something?
Actually, they're pretty good.
They weren't that bad.
They played pretty good.
I mean, they almost beat Alabama.
Yeah, they played pretty good. They had some good games.
They were good. But the previous years, not so much. And they do this every year. I mean, they have great recruiting years every year.
8-5.
8-5.
6-3 in conference.
Wow. Yeah. That's exactly what BYU was last year. 8-5. But
what were they in conference?
Oh, God. What?
In conference?
In conference. What was BYU
Well, they were
conference?
unbeaten in the Pac-12. Oh, no, not last year, but the year before. They were unbeaten in the Pac-12. 5-0 in the Pac-12.
No, with the conference they play in is what I was asking about.
Yeah, well, they didn't play in a conference last year.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're about to. So things might change a little bit this year. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, got some tweets here.
I'm looking forward to it, actually. It'll be fun.
Me
It'll
too.
be awesome.
We should go to that Texas game in Austin because BYU plays at Austin and in Fort Worth against TCU. So that should be fun.
Oh, I might have an actual connection for some Texas tickets. So
Really? Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
might have some good seats.
Yeah. Yeah, see if you can snag those for us because that'd be great. All right. High Plains Stranger tweets, Mayorkas protecting the border is analogous to a fireman intentionally setting fires and walking away. That's about right. Azold Biker 54. This administration has no idea what a woman is. They have no brains like their leader. Thinking is outlawed in the Biden administration. Pat's missing carabiner.
Carabiner.
Oh, carabiner. Carabiner. Those are the little hooks that you use.
This is a reference from yesterday's Overtime. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go subscribe. blazetv.com/Pat.
So Pat's missing carabiner tweets, I lock my doors at night and when I'm not home, so people I don't want to enter can't without permission. It would be nice if our country could do the same. Yeah, wouldn't it, though? Sure. Yeah, wouldn't it, though? And we do build fences around certain things. Like, we do. I don't know, the White House.
Yeah, well, they just had a little kid squeeze through there.
I saw that.
I mean, we can't even keep people out of there.
Right. That's right.
Boy.
Liberalism causes truth blindness. Tweets, how many camels big is the satellite that's about to hit the Earth?
Jeffy?
One.
I think just one camel,
one.
yeah.
660 pounds,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah.
Joe Cool Snoopy, how convenient that they found an athlete that survived, and now they have a name for it. And this popular athlete can now push that narrative, and he is. Fake
Right.
Tyler Morgan tweets, he wants to prove it to himself, not nobody else.
Yes, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Quote. Not nobody else.
I know you let that go. I was proud of you.
Not Tyler.
But fake Tyler Morgan did not. So Damar does want to prove it to somebody else? Yes. The double negative makes it a positive. Just like in math.
Nice job, Tyler.
Smallmouth Bass tweets, that was a paper bullet, not a plane. Looked more like a ballistic path than it did a flight.
See, that's true. It didn't look like a flight. It was
No, it didn't.
up and down.
Don't be messing with people from Must. Okay.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Don't do it.
MUST.
Oh, yeah, right.
Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Also, a survey conducted by Rasmussen found that a majority of Americans support the boycott of Bud Light because of the transgender controversy. The survey found 40% of adults, American adults, saying the Anheuser-Busch transgender promotion would make them less likely to buy Bud Light. Only 19% said it would make them more likely. Another 37% said it made no difference. So 40% said, yeah, I'm less likely to buy it. When asked directly if they supported the boycott of Anheuser-Busch products, far more respondents showed their animosity for the marketing plan. 54% of those respondents said they either strongly support or somewhat support the boycott, while 30% said they strongly oppose or somewhat oppose. The poll also found a generation gap among respondents. The article says a surprising 33%. I don't think it's surprising at all. Of those aged 18 to 39 said they were more likely to drink the beer because of the promotion. Well, of course. The young people that have been indoctrinated with all this, of course, are more likely. Only 6% of those 65 and older said the promotion would make them more likely to buy Bud Light. 12%, 40 to 64 years old, said they were favorable to the ad. Of the youngest demographic, 26% said they were less likely to purchase Bud Light, while those in the 40 to 64-year-old group, I mean, these are like spring chickens to you, Jeffy, I know. But
these are big-time beer drinkers like Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, but they were less favorable to the ad, with 53% saying they're less likely to purchase Bud Light. Now, the Democrats, didn't they just get together and do some kind of picture supporting
do we
Bud
have
Light?
that? It was so good. It makes, if you want to talk about a promotion that would make you not want to drink it.
Wow, I haven't seen this.
The Democrats.
It is the Democrat picture,
That's
man.
so stupid.
It is unbelievable. And Schiff is in it, who is the worst. I forget who else is in it. Gosh darn it.
Is Nadler in it?
No.
Okay.
No, Nadler is not.
He probably pooped his pants and,
Nadler is not
and couldn't get out there.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Oh, no, you don't want any.
Remember the Nadler shuffle when he shuffled out?
So wait a minute.
Yes, awesome.
Bud Light probably wish they hadn't tweeted this, huh? Because it shows Ted Lieu.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Schiff. I don't know who the
That's
other
what I was
two
looking
are.
for.
Here it is. If I can get this thing to.
Hold on a sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Awesome.
Oh, cool. You got it.
Oh,
that nothing
okay.
says,
Oh,
let's
so
drink
stupid.
a Bud Light like those four.
Like these losers.
And make sure that the label is showing, guys.
Oh, man.
Act natural.
That is awesome.
Oh, my God.
That's so terrible.
And they can only get 4 of them
Right.
to agree to this?
All
That's
right.
interesting, too.
Yes, it is.
That's interesting. No Nancy Pelosi. She's not there. Where are the heavyweights? Where's Chuck Schumer? Where are these people supporting their LGBTQIA2 plus people? Where are they? These 4 losers are all they
That
can.
is so awkward.
That's great. Isn't it, though?
That's right, fellow beer drinker. I, too, am drinking
choose
a
Bud Light.
That's right. I want to see that picture again. Yeah. Oh, wow. Now it's got some color splashed with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, the rainbow.
Yeah.
It's a rainbow.
Thank
for
you.
LGBTQ.
I see.
QIA 2 plus. Mm-hmm. That's great. Democrats, you got to love them. A group of Democrat lawmakers and the group Patriotic Millionaires, an organization of high income and high net worth individuals favoring higher taxes on the wealthy, on morons, are calling on Congress to pass a 90% income tax on incomes above $100 million.
Yeah, they're over $100 million, though.
Yeah, right.
If it's over, everything you have over $100 million, then 90%.
You shouldn't keep any of that.
Right.
Well, okay, we'll give you 10% of what you make over $100 million. So if you make $200 million,
okay,
you can keep $10 million of that.
But I earned.
Can
all
you
of that. Yeah.
believe that?
Insanity.
That is just complete Marxism.
It sure is.
That is just absolute redistribution of wealth.
And if you think it stops at $100 million, you are sadly mistaken.
So here's how they justify it. My grandfather paid a 90% marginal tax rate on his income, and he amassed plenty of wealth in the process. That means rates of up to 90% on incomes over $100 million. Why do you think you're entitled to 90% of something somebody earns? My gosh, it's immoral. It's immoral.
Most definitely
It's
is.
just part of the entitlement mindset in this country now.
Sure is. And they believe they can spend it better, despite all the evidence of the history of this country and what the government spends money on, despite all the evidence showing that they're not capable of spending the money well. They think they can spend it better than very incredibly wealthy people. California Democrat Representative Jimmy Gomez said his tax reform proposal, which Bernie Sanders is sponsoring in the Senate, would raise estate tax or death tax rates too. Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great because, the government's obviously entitled to what you made your entire life and then just to take more than half of that.
After you're dead.
After you're dead.
After you're dead.
Okay, you paid taxes on what you made your entire life. Okay, now we're going to tax you again on what's left over after you're dead, and your family's not. Your family doesn't deserve that. The government does.
Right.
We're just going to steal that from everybody that you love.
Yeah.
Okay? So, good luck. Thanks for earning this money your entire life.
And that
we'll
that
just
really,
relieve you of it now.
I mean, I most definitely am not a tax professional, but a lot of times it affects the people with less money more than it does the rich because they have it locked up in different trusts. Mm-hmm. So it's not, when they die, it's in different trusts, so the government can't come and take it. But your grandfather may not have his land in a trust. Mm-hmm. So you don't get it.
Well, my grandfather, both of them were dead before I was born.
Why'd you even bring that up?
So
come on,
I appreciate that.
Is he the one that died
in the blast? The fact that I grew up without grandfathers.
I know. Why would he even bring that up?
I don't know.
Why would he? Died in the mine blast or whatever that
one of them
knew
did.
about?
Yeah. One of them died in the mine.
We're not really sure that he did.
No, we're positive.
Because I think he just disappeared, if I remember the story right.
So as to not confuse the masses, Jeffy, do you have a?
He went to work and never came home. Yeah,
but he didn't go to work though. It was his day off.
Right, but they called him in.
That's what you believe.
That's what I know because they called him in.
I thought he just disappeared.
Well, he did, but he must have told somebody along the way that he was going to work.
Okay.
But his wife apparently didn't understand that, and his son certainly didn't. So they were just a tad resentful that he just left that morning and never came back. It's a weird story, isn't it?
Just out of curiosity.
I love that story so much.
Do you have a memory about your grandfather you'd like to share with the class?
Oh, I have a lot of memories.
Oh, you got a lot. You've talked about your experience with your grandfather. On your knee.
I mean, just the other day.
Songs that you don't remember, but he does.
Just the other day, what happened? Just the other day, what?
I mean, just the other day, I was reminded this morning, as a matter of fact, when we were talking about Barney Rubble.
Okay.
I used to sit on his lap and watch the Flintstones. Oh, man. Yeah, he bumped me up and down. Hey, this is when Fred's going to bang on the door a little, Jeffy. Okay. All right.
Where's my dinner?
I heard about that from. See, I didn't get to hear about that from my grandfathers because they were dead.
Yeah, Jeff. Why'd you even?
Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Appreciate it.
All right. Think twice next time.
So was my grandmother. On my mother's side.
I didn't even mention her.
Dead long before I was born.
Did she just walk out too, or
no? She's the one. I've told this story before too, and since we're being jovial about it,
this is the abortion one.
Yeah,
yeah, she died because of
self-administered abortion with a hanger.
Yeah,
got an infection and died. So I don't recommend it.
Okay.
Who knew there was a dark alley on the main streets?
Right.
But I guess
but there was.
Yeah.
But there was. All right. Well, that was fun. Let me tell you about Birch Gold Group, because here's the thing. You need gold right now, right? I mean, it's time. It's time to get yourself some gold. Inflation has consequences, and the Fed keeps raising interest rates to combat out-of-control government spending. Long-term bonds have diminished in value. It crippled banks. Depositors are holding their breath, and investors are bailing out on bank stocks. So diversification has never been more important. Birch Gold makes it easy to convert an IRA or 401k into an IRA in precious metals. Here's what you need to do. Text PAT to 989898 and get your free info kit on gold. Diversify with the Birch Gold Group. They'll help you convert that IRA or 401k to gold in a volatile market, and you're going to be happy you did and have this tax-sheltered retirement account. Text PAT to 989898 or 989898 if you prefer to claim your free info kit on gold. Read it over, decide if it's right for you. With an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, thousands of happy customers, and countless 5-star reviews, Birch Gold is the one you can trust to protect your future. Text PAT to 989898 today.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome Got a couple of tweets to share. Just Too Muck and Fudge. Tweets space junk, sci-fi inspired Jeffy film.
I love it.
Joe the World Liquor. Texas was bad at the beginning of the year, but they were the best team in the Big 12 at the end of the year. Yes, better than TCU.
I think
TCU was unbeaten, right?
Did they beat Texas?
Did they play last year? Texas and TCU? They must have.
I feel like TCU
lost to Kansas State, correct? In the Big 12 championship game, if my memory serves?
Yes,
that's correct.
That's
so
right.
they did have the one loss.
They had the one loss.
But
they were unbeaten during the regular season.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I thought they beat them.
TCU won in November over Texas.
Okay, that's pretty late in the year.
17-10.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
right.
It was a good game.
I'm sorry, Joe. They were not.
We tried
better
to
than
get there
Texas.
with you, but we just
couldn't
can't.
do it. Couldn't do it. Giblets tweets Dylan of Bedrock, son of Barney. Funny. Dylan, of course, the guy who did the airplane.
Yeah, the paper airplane.
Dylan Rubble.
It's probably pronounced Ruble, actually. I'll bet you.
Not here.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going with Rubble if I have a choice between
All
those
right.
two.
Remember the Budweiser Please Forgive Us ad we played on Monday? Remember that? And it went a little something like this.
Someone, by the way, that watches this show pointed out this is just edited together an older Bud Light commercial.
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
About a beer. Rooted in the heart of America.
The gateway.
Found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract.
In a hug,
Brewed
too.
for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope.
That's more like a bro
People who
shake.
raised American flags on flagpoles.
Raised by generations.
Yeah. Hard
Willing to
workers.
sip,
Look at
share,
that. Smiling
Share
over
it,
here.
There you go.
remember.
Ooh, 9/11 reference.
Wow, yep.
This is a story
Of Clydesdales. Of beer. Bigger than beer,
This is
sorry.
the story of the American spirit.
Think about it.
Okay, so
When I come back, and if reincarnation is a thing, I want to be a Budweiser Clydesdale.
yeah. Oh, I bet they're
That's a
treated-
good life.
They're treated
That's
very
a
well.
really good gig, man. You going out today? Nope. I'm going to stay here in the barn.
So there were apparently some problems with that ad.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Reagan, a guy who goes by Mr. Reagan, went through it for us.
Oh, good.
And here's some of them.
Hi there, my name is Prancer. I identify as a reindeer. This ad is what we call damage control. Our thinking is maybe if we post an ad with our iconic Clydesdale that identifies as a reindeer and we say vaguely patriotic things,
This is the story of the American spirit.
people will like us again.
Incidentally, I used to have a deep, rich baritone voice. Then I started drinking Bud Light.
It changes you. Look at these two typical American firemen. We can't put two white people together in an ad. We still have to virtue signal a little. I mean, we're still woke. We're just not that woke. Here's another couple of people. Also two different races. I mean, honestly, what we really need to do is just say, we f***ed up. But we all know that's not going to happen. So just look at the pretty horse that identifies as a reindeer and drink Budweiser again. If you don't, they said they're taking me to the glue factory.
Oh, no.
Look, there's two more dudes. Is that guy white? Is he Hispanic? Nobody knows. He's what we call ethnically ambiguous. Our favorite race of all. This white guy gets it. So remember, folks, at Budweiser, we'll always be a little woke. This Bud's not for you. You know, maybe cutting my tail off was a mistake. What do you guys think? Well, it's too late now. No coming back from that.
Oh, no.
Gillette.
Oh, cut your tail off.
Funny.
No coming back from
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's a list here of the wealthiest cities in the world. What would you think the wealthiest city in the world is?
Dubai.
It's Pocatello, Idaho.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
a lot of it surprised a lot of people.
That does surprise me.
Really?
That does surprise me.
Pocatello? No. Actually,
When did
it's
that
not,
happen? When did that
recently,
happen?
Pretty recently.
It's not Regina,
Yeah.
Canada?
No. No, it used to be Bemidji, Minnesota, but then I guess a bunch of millionaires moved to Pocatello because it's such
It
a
should
happening
be
place.
Regina, though.
Should be Regina. I mean,
Because they rhyme with...
Right. Magina.
Why is the camera on me when they're talking about Regina right now? I don't understand.
Wealthiest city in the world is actually New York City. They have 340,000 millionaires in New York City.
Okay, so this isn't per capita. This is like
this is
total number of wealthy. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Tokyo and San Francisco Bay Area are second and third, with resident millionaire populations of 290,300 and 285,000, respectively.
So is it New York, Tokyo,
San Francisco?
Then San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yes. City number 4 is London, England. Then Singapore, Los Angeles, Hong Kong, Beijing kind of surprises me. Shanghai.
Is Dubai not reporting? Is that what the deal is? Where nobody in Dubai claims? What do you?
It's
what do you
amazing,
make?
isn't it?
Nothing.
No. Yeah. Right.
Nothing.
Right. And Sydney, Australia, rounds out the top 10. But yeah, the per capita wealthiest in the world. Let me see here. Oh, okay. It is Dubai.
Okay.
Dubai hosts 68,400 millionaires, but Dubai is only a city of what, 1.5 million or something?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They've got 206 centimillionaires, 15 billionaires, according to our report. Abu Dhabi is home to 24,200 millionaires, 68 centimillionaires, so I guess that's over 100 million, and 4 billionaires. Huh. Interesting.
I mean, they don't even allow you to fly over that city unless you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Unless you got a couple million in the back pocket.
Apparently, Dubai is a pretty happening city. I wouldn't mind going there.
I would not either.
And checking it out. You know, they've got that mall with the indoor ski resort and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool to see.
Oh, there's a lot of cool places.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they have then they built that palm thing in the ocean, which is sinking. Oopsie daisies.
Don't worry about it.
Cool idea, but your home's going to be underwater soon. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Just remember, per capita, we got the most millionaires of anybody in the world.
We're good.
Don't jump.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Dirty and sweet, you're my girl. Oh, yeah. I don't know why that Bang a Gong song comes into my head every time that plays, because this is nothing like it. Nothing like
at
it.
all.
Nothing like it.
I don't know how you got
I don't know.
from point A to point B there, sir.
Massive leap. Yesterday, we talked about congressional focus on crime in New York City. They actually went to New York and did this hearing there. And so here's a fun fact the New York Times pointed out on
This is
Twitter.
the one I was trying to remember yesterday.
Nearly a third of all shoplifting arrests in New York City last year involved just 327 people, according to police. Collectively, they were arrested and rearrested more than 6,000 times.
Ooh.
327 people were arrested and rearrested more than 6,000 times. Okay.
Boy, that's
all right.
That's interesting, and that's from the Twitter equivalent of diarrhea, New York Times Twitter feed, according to Elon Musk.
Yeah, right.
But 327 people responsible.
Jeez.
For more than 6,000. I mean, that is...
That's a staggering statistic.
You leave them behind bars at a certain point, Alvin Bragg.
Yeah, exactly.
My gosh.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, in the Compton area of L.A., we had a little get-together with teenagers who got together.
Oh, is this another teen takeover?
Yeah, another teen takeover.
I love that way to describe it.
They got together on social media and all showed up at this little gas station.
Video into our newsroom shows hundreds of people crowding an Arco near Central and Alondra. After smashing the door, dozens of looters flooded into the store, grabbing anything they could. LA Sheriff's deputies tell us there were thousands of dollars worth of merchandise stolen and 1,000 more in damages. This as deputies deal with numerous street takeovers throughout the city. Deputies say they couldn't intervene because of safety concerns as they were very outnumbered. Only one arrest was made last night related to those takeovers.
The cops wouldn't even do anything about it because there were too many.
What are they going to do? Yeah.
Too many people.
Who came up with that phrase, teen takeover? That's brilliant marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way to...
And so they did. They just ransacked this place. A whole bunch of teenagers, little butt hooks. smash the door in, go into the and just take everything they
and
want.
Why not? We're seeing footage of Walmarts and
it's happening all over the place.
And they come in on their scooters and their bicycles, and they ride in and they load up their bag and they ride out.
And here's my
Nobody
question:
does a thing.
Where are the parents? Where are the parents of these little darlings? If the parents knew where the kids were, this wouldn't be happening. Would not be happening.
I think a lot of these are parents is the problem. A lot of these perpetrators.
I don't know. There's got to be some way to put a stop to this madness.
This is just...
Know what your kids are doing.
Well, there has to be accountability, right? I mean, no matter what, there has to be some kind of accountability.
Yes.
And without the accountability, parents or no parents, it's going to continue, right? Because you're going to do it and get away with it. Why not continue doing it?
I mean, it's so bad the police won't approach them. There was one arrest. Some kid must have hung out a little bit too long.
Yeah, the kid trying to get the condoms. He hung out too long.
Yeah. Got news for you, kid. You probably don't need those. I mean, I hope you don't, because, man.
You're going to wish you had them when you're in jail.
Wait.
Nobody goes to jail, however.
Right. That's just it.
That's the problem.
Look, all these are just visual illustrations of a society in free fall. We're just collapsing.
Right.
This stuff is the norm. I mean, Jeffy just went through countless examples. I mean, because that's what there are. If you go, you don't even have to look for them. They're on social media. You just scroll. You're like, oh, look, it's another day of looting. Oh, it's another day of a mob attacking an innocent person.
And how dare these companies close?
Yeah, like
those particular
REI in Portland.
It's closing.
Just had to close it down.
They're a
flagship store.
billion dollar company closing a store, making us without a store in our neighborhood.
Because of crime like this. Because of
that's what you get.
People getting together and just looting stores.
Yep. And I think the criminal element in this nation starts at the top with the president of the United States and his family. And there's more and more every day information coming out that should have come out years ago. And
will anything come of it?
And a lot of it did come out years ago too. You know, I mean, I know we're getting some new information.
I got you.
Man, a lot of it we knew, and so, so what happened?
Nothing.
Nothing
happened.
Right.
Nothing happened to Hunter. Still. I mean, we know about his crimes. They're on video.
He's gallivanting with the president of the United States, going around the world.
Yeah.
On the taxpayer's dime.
Not a joke.
Yeah. Don't jump or jump, whatever.
So we got the House of Representatives.
Marjorie Taylor Greene telling us yesterday.
Fire plug, TG.
About new documents she and other members of Congress saw regarding the Biden family. Listen to this.
We just finished reviewing the financial records in the Treasury. What I saw was over 2,000 pages of jaw-dropping information. There's basically an enterprise wrapped around Joe Biden involving not only multiple family members, more than we thought there were, but other people as well. Just a complete conglomerate of LLC shell companies where money was passing through from foreign countries, China, Ukraine, but many more countries than just those. There's a lot of information the American people deserve to know of the Biden family and the crimes they've been involved in. And the Oversight Committee has a much bigger investigation to do than we ever thought was possible. I just saw evidence of human trafficking. This involved prostitutes, not only from here in the United States, but foreign countries like Russia and Ukraine. This is unbelievable that a president and a former vice president, not only his son, Hunter Biden, but many more family members extending past Hunter Biden and his immediate family. We're going to have to really get to work. This is an investigation that needs to be revealed to the American people. And not only do we have questions about Hunter Biden himself, but this is going to extend into developing a web of corruption, a web of fake companies that's going to reveal money that came in from many foreign countries and went directly into the personal bank accounts of the Biden family, where they have financially benefited directly from Joe Biden's seats of power. And we look forward to investigating and exposing for this for the American people, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Right? What is going on? Thank you.
So essentially, the Biden family are the Corleones.
Yeah.
If Don Corleone had become president of the United States. I mean, that's incredible. Right. Wow.
I mean, we also, the movie My Son Hunter brought a lot of this out. Peter Schweizer's been all over this.
Yeah.
For years now.
You watched My Son Hunter?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Did you really?
Multiple times.
Where is that? What's it on?
You can get that at mysonhunter.com.
Mysonhunter.com. Is it seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. I need to see that because that sounds interesting.
That was fun.
Yeah?
It was fun.
What was fun?
Kind of a big guy.
Oh.
Kind of a big guy.
How much do you have to weigh to watch that show? How much?
I don't know. You've lost
like
it a
6
little
pills?
bit. You might probably
more than a rogue NASA satellite.
Yeah, you got to be a couple of camels.
Okay.
A couple of camels.
All right. And there's this. Long accused of indigenous misappropriation, the Boy Scouts have asked if it's time to change. I'm reading this story from NBCnews.com, Jeffy, so don't be rolling your eyes at me like, oh, I've got another story about the Boy Scouts. First of all, they're not Boy Scouts.
Well, they are the Boy
just
Scouts.
Scouts.
Scouts is the overall umbrella. It is the Boy Scouts.
It is still the Boy Scouts because you used to say all the time.
Well, it's Boy Scouts, but Scouts are the overall umbrella.
Okay.
It's the scouting life. Yeah. They are evolving.
They sure are evolving. Yeah,
That's
you'll
the
say
word.
you could say that again.
They are evolving.
Okay. Thank you for saying it again. They recently asked members whether it's time to change century-long traditions and practices that misappropriate Native American culture.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a while, and it's agonizing. I mean, this is all has to do with the Order of the Arrow, which is really outside of Scouts. But they're all Scouts that are inside
it's
of the Order of the Arrow.
It's not really outside of Scouts.
Yeah, but
it
kind of is.
The Order of the Arrow. I've been to those ceremonies.
Yeah, it kind of is. They walk the line on that. However, they have the okay. It's just somebody's got to get got their panties in a wad because they dress up like an Indian, like a Native American, and they dance to the Native American music.
That's wrong. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
everything in our society is offensive.
Yes,
well, except for the N-word in a rap song. If it's sung by a black person,
guy, yes.
So then you're okay. Everything else, no. So anyway, did you guys get the survey at your house? Answer these questions and figure it out?
Amber gets all a part of this big time. Oh, yeah.
Did you get them?
I'm sure she did. She's
loves
part
it.
of this.
She loves the scouting organization, does she not?
Well, I mean, she's a part of it. Yes.
Yeah, she loves it.
She's a part of it. Yes.
She's a part of it in that she loves it.
Along these lines,
she's a part of it. Yes.
Don't look now, but along these lines, there's a Disney historian, Ed McCrary, who is someone who follows this program and reaches out with some Disney news on occasion. He's saying, look out, we're about to have Frontierland at Disney World purged. It's looking like that's a go because they're taking out Splash Mountain because it's connected to Song of the South.
Yes.
And they're going to replace it with Tiana's Bayou Adventure or something.
Yeah.
Well, in addition to that, it looks like the rest of this.
Finally. How long have I complained about Splash Mountain?
It's never ending. Now you can stop. No, they're not closing the one. The one Splash Mountain isn't closing in Beijing.
Okay.
I think the China.
So you have to go.
Leave that?
You got to go to China for a piece of Americana.
The one in
makes total sense.
The one in California, I think, is closing the end of this month, and the one in Florida is already closed.
That some well-placed sources make it sound like we could lose a big chunk of Frontierland. Nothing is sacred at this point. You could lose Tom Sawyer Island. And replace it with rides for Coco and what's the other one? The other thing, I don't know, like is it Kanto or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, my bad. So anyway, get ready for a complete remake, possibly there at Magic Kingdom.
Disney's evolving.
Disney's evolving.
Disney's evolving.
Yeah, they are. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it is
terrible.
Walt Disney himself would be
Oh my God, he's
mortified.
spinning like a lathe in his grave right now.
He'd be
spinning
devastated.
like a lathe.
He'd be devastated.
Yeah. I mean, it goes against everything he stood for, everything he believed in. This was supposed to be a family place. It wasn't a sexual place. It wasn't a place where you said, hey, based on your sexuality, come here at night, stay till 1 a.m. We'll have all kinds of sexual games for you and stuff.
Wait, that actually happens?
Yeah.
We have sexual games and stuff?
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden,
But you
Jeffy's
have to
a
be
Disney fan.
LGBTQIA2+. Plus,
Well,
of course.
I am. If they're
You
having
are,
sexual
okay.
games, I am.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, they said we're doing themed things for them, so that's all based on sexuality.
Hey, so
great. All right.
Speaking of things to get offended at for no good reason whatsoever, you know, the University of Nebraska is getting rid of their mascot that they've had for 20 years, which is good because he has sucked, as has the football team for 20 years. So it there's this
coincides.
Exactly, coincides. I mean, it literally coincides. And so, can you put up, please, Herbie Husker with his hat and his polo shirt there with his arms crossed? That's the one. So that's the one we've had for the last 20 years.
Right.
I haven't purchased anything with that logo on it. I can't stand that one, so I'm glad to see it go. So they bring back the one that we had back when I was in college.
That's the one with the...
Okay,
So,
I
remember this one. Yeah.
So when I was in college, I love this Herbie Husker. Look, it's got the agricultural roots of the state. I mean, it's got the overalls. I mean, that is a Cornhusker.
He's a little porky, though.
But here's the problem, you see. The one we had back in the 90s is making that now deemed to be racist white supremacy symbol.
Oh.
Instead of saying okay, which, by the way, Husker fans would take a football team that is just okay.
Asinine, because that's not... That's an okay sign.
I know. So they're bringing him back, but they're changing it to the number 1 there.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, that's not a big
deal. But the reasoning
but-
is stupid.
Yeah, it is.
As is that Herbie Husker there. That one's gross. Now, this is Lil Red. This is... this guy is... he's a very special creature who needs some help in his world. He's that inflatable.
Special needs?
Yeah, he's an inflatable that runs around on the sidelines and just looks ridiculous.
I heard they had a good recruiting class. Is that true?
Yeah. Matt Rule is really changing the face of that program back to the way it used to be. It really feels like this time is different.
We'll see.
We shall see. I mean, look, this team...
I hope they do come back.
This team rallied last year. We won our very last game.
They've got enough money.
We won one of our last 6 games.
They've got to,
that's pretty good.
Right?
They've got to do something with the NIL, right? I mean, to get people to come to Lincoln in today's world, you got to do something
Same
with
with
the
Provo.
NIL. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I remember when Elvis was being recruited out there. I mean, my stepdad is a graduate of the University of Nebraska, and so he went out there for a visit, and he called me as he was driving into Lincoln.
You told me
Elvis
this.
calling and he goes, "Grandpa's right. There's nothing out here."
Well, I mean, Keith will set you straight on the whole topography of the
Topography. It's the topography of the state is completely underrated. You get out in the Panhandle. You got the Sandhills out there. You got Scotts Bluff. I mean, it's a beautiful state.
In just a minute, but I got to share a new sponsor with you. I'm really excited to welcome Magic Spoon to the show. It's a new year. How about a new you? Stay on track with Magic Spoon. This is cereal that tastes like your childhood favorites, but with more protein and less sugar. This is great stuff. Okay, now because of my diet changes, this is so perfect for me. I love this. They've got a variety pack that you should try out. There's 4 flavors. They're cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. This pack has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and 4 to 5 net grams of carbs. Only 140 calories per serving. It's high in protein, 0 grams of sugar, keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, and soy-free. That is awesome.
All right, let's break them out.
That's awesome. So it's wholesome. It's high quality. It's simple and delicious. You really need to try this out. Magic Spoon. It's great for your low-carb lifestyle. If you're on a low-carb diet, if you're carb conscious in any way, like I definitely am now. That's my new life. So give it a try. Go to magicspoon.com/unleashed and get a variety pack and try it today. Be sure to use our promo code UNLEASHED at checkout, and you'll save $5 off your order.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, you remember the Great Pacific Garbage Patch that
remember it
actually isn't there?
It is there, though.
Oh, no. Apparently, they're trying to push this garbage patch situation on us. It is twice the size of Texas.
But it sounds like a good thing now, right?
Yeah, because it's so large and permanent that a coastal ecosystem is thriving on it. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's great.
They're claiming, right?
So
I'm
it's a
sorry,
good
go ahead. But they're claiming that the ecosystem is surviving in the garbage patch that wouldn't normally live that far out into the ocean.
Right.
They normally live along the coast, and
So that's
because
really
they're being
exciting,
just
isn't it?
riding along with those evil plastics in the patch, they had to find a way to survive.
Right.
And that's what they've done. They've survived for millions of
Life
years.
finds a way, right?
Thank you.
So it worked out for everybody, and we can move on and stop, obsessing over
Now
this
they
thing.
claim that's really strange because I saw the National Geographic had a drawing. It was their vision of the garbage patch, and they had two of them. And the Pacific, they had two big patches.
Really?
That went around.
It's not just one.
3 times the size.
I
of
don't know,
Texas
because
now?
this story, I think, is the same story that you have that talked about it being 620,000 square mile swirl of trash.
So that's almost the size of Alaska. That's very close to the size. I think Alaska is 650, 655
I'm going to say
square miles.
Yeah.
620,000 square miles of swirling trash.
That's a big trash heap.
I've not seen that.
No, I've never seen a photo of it.
Well, you remember Vice, the liberal outlet, decided they would go and try to find
look for it.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I wonder what kind of success did they have? Should we see?
Had no success.
Let's see this.
Let's look. Yeah.
We're just on the outskirts of the gyre right now. Haven't really even gotten into the thick of things, and already in the last hour, we've seen more trash float by.
Oh no, they see trash.
We have in the entire voyage up till now.
Okay, so now they're seeing trash.
They started getting this weird fear that what if the garbage patch isn't here? What if we don't poop? But
what if it's not here?
I don't see that as being the case anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they see the
That's not
trash.
the case anymore.
So they see the trash and
like single pieces of trash.
See, that's the
float
thing.
by,
Every
right?
picture we see of animals being caught in trash, and it's always just one
like
form
isolated
of
trash.
sea life.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 trash bags.
So this little nerdling on the boat, he sees the trash, but he's starting to get a feeling like, hey, what if that pile of trash ain't really out here? Oh, wait, there's trash. And then we continue.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, does this need to be like the money glamour shot that we had all thought it was going to be of a ton of garbage? This is actually worse.
Oh, it's worse.
It's totally not like the money shot.
Thank you,
but
Meredith.
It's totally worse. And there is
It's
a shift
totally
of understanding
Not the money shot, though.
for all of us, I think, in terms of what this area is.
They're disappointed.
It's not a big garbage dump the size of Texas floating in the middle of the Pacific.
It's not a big garbage dump the size of Texas floating in the middle.
It's worse than that because it's not really there. What are you talking about?
I mean,
it's worse.
They were so sad that this nasty pollution wasn't out there. These freaks are so obsessed, and they want this so badly that when it's not there, it's like, oh, well, and then cue the sad music, but it's worse.
Somehow this is worse than if there were a gigantic Texas-sized trash heap.
Well, if there was
here.
a Texas-sized trash heap, then we'd be able to attack it and start taking care of it, right? But because it's spread out,
oh, good spin.
Oh, here we
it's
go.
harder
Look
to
at this guy.
assess and get at it.
This guy's good at this. He likes it. Can I just say, can we leave Western societies alone? They are already green obsessed. Okay, environmental policies are in place. We're the cleanest nations in the history of the world. So back off. Why don't you focus? I saw there was a guy on Joe Rogan recently who just said that 95% of the of the trash that you find in oceans come from 10 rivers that are either in China or Africa. So why don't you go and knock on those doors and leave us the hell alone? Because we're doing a damn good job as it is, okay?
And the other thing is, when they show the pollution in the water, it's always off the coast of Hong Kong. Every single time. It's like, look at all this trash. Well, yeah, that's just next to Hong Kong. That's not us.
It's so big and spread out, though, see? Because it's so big.
India has a real problem, too.
India?
Bad.
Yeah. They're not terribly environmentally friendly, right?
Oh, they're not.
China, India.
Well, that's why we need to do something about the pads.
Yeah, you know what the key is, guys? Right. It's to eliminate plastic straws in the United States of America, and that will solve all of the world's problems there.
Well, a 9-year-old told us 500 million a day are thrown away. 500 million straws a day.
Think of that.
And we got that directly from a 9-year-old, so you can take it to the bank.
Go clean up your stupid masks that you've been obsessed with for 3 years.
You bastards. And by the way, don't jump.
Don't jump.
don't jump.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.